Should you have dummy cords, that is idiot cords, on your mittens, your gloves, and all your outdoor gear for cold weather? That's a good question. And where do you attach them? I recently received a question from Bushcraft Basics 2036, a longtime subscriber. Thank you, Bushcraft Basics. Long question. Thoughts on dummy cords for mittens? Do you have them attached individually? Do you have them roped around your neck? I said I had one coworker try the latter where they're attached, but he made them way too short, or the coworker made them too short. Look like a Muppet. You move one arm and then the other goes up and down. And the best spots for attaching these strings to the mittens: into the gauntlet or wrist forward. Super good questions. So, my buddy Terry Williams, when we were on our expedition, I talk about that and you can actually see a picture, 2 friends and a polar bear. Terry went with the corded option where he could take off his mittens, they would dangle around his neck, and he was good to go. The big challenge was that when the wind started going around, oh boy, he was getting kind of whooped up, so he would have to grab those mittens and put them in his arms to hold on to them. Me, I prefer these because then I can individually control them and then I can get them under control. The worst that swings around is they're swinging here, but when they're on long cords, they can swing like this. Also, if you have those 2 cords attached to your mittens, you've got this cord and rope around you all the time. Be careful about that because you've got that cord and you put that around your neck. Let's say the wind goes around and chokes you, and then you slip on something, and then all of a sudden you're in a situation. You always want to think about that when you're outdoor adventuring and camping. I talk about this in my book, Adventure Expedition 1, where you always have to think, I've got this system, what's the worst case scenario, and what if it goes wrong? If you've got that cord system around your neck, and if somehow it spins around and then you slip, and that cord gets hung up for whatever reason, you could actually be in real trouble. That's why I prefer the cord attached to the mittens individually. Now, downside of this, I've had these mittens spin in the wind, and I mean, that cord gets crazy spun up. But I just eventually coax it to unspin, and problem solved. It's much nicer if they are built in with the locks here. That way you can lock it to your wrist without a squeeze. Tagger lock is very irritating. This I can use with mittens, no problem. I'm never going to drop this. Now, you can see where the attachment point is here. Let me move the light. And you can see where the attachment point is. Right there, right in the mitten, and I prefer the mitten attachment point where it's the default here, and this actually has a cord all the way around right at the end of the gauntlet. And the reason for that is if it's farther along, let's say you attach the cord somewhere else, when you pick up that cord with your hand, I don't even know how you would do it, then you've got to get your hand in there, the mitten is swinging around, then you've got to fight with your hand. Versus if I have the cord here with my end of the gauntlet, I am guaranteed that my hand is in the ready position, the gauntlet is in the ready position to put it on my hand. If this cord is anywhere else, let's say it's hanging here, now I've guaranteed I've got to pick it up, twist it, and mess around. Let's try this. I could literally put this against my body if I had to, and then work my way off, and I'm good to go. See, that's the thing. You always want to think simplicity, crazy weather, things are going wrong. What is the worst thing that could happen with this setup? And also, if it's flailing around and I'm battling the elements, what am I going to do? What is the simplest option? Because I can throw that thing off and check that out. I'm ready to go. If I had to get that off and to get up with the cord around my neck and fool around, or maybe that cord gets tied on my ski, who knows? So I think you get the point of think simplicity, think ease of use, and think risk analysis. Is anything going to go wrong with this cord? Well, I've never had anything happen over a year, probably a year and a half of my life being outdoors with these things. So nothing yet, but stuff around your neck, whew, watched a lot of dangerous videos with that. Thank you very much, Bushcraft Basics 2036 for the video and the long-time subscription. Please consider subscribing and also leave questions in the comments below so I can answer them for you and everyone else. Thank you very much and happy adventuring.